Absolutely, it's such a good question. And I really think it all starts with the people. And we've got people on so many layers in organizations, but really we have to turn to our employees and to the users of our services and to what our citizens want and need in order to identify hurdles to digital transformation. And why I say that is that our decision makers, our senior level people in our organizations, they might think that they know what the issue is, but that issue, while it might still be an issue, it might not be the one that's really hindering their employees the most, or really making us slower or more inefficient to deliver our services. And similarly, if you think about those that are using our services, they might have different pain points than what we feel internally, and it's really important to spend some time with them to understand what their needs are. And again, those Canadians, those publics, members of the public that are out there looking to access government services, we really need to find out what they want from their government in order to help us prioritize things that are going to be the biggest impact, to meet the most scalability, and to really resolve the most pain points possible as early as possible. There are multiple different hurdles facing government organizations, and some of them are really systemic and enterprise level issues, things like procurement or outdated policies, and there isn't necessarily something that an employee can do, or maybe even a department can do, to navigate those hurdles. So on those enterprise systemic hurdles, it really is about working together across departments and with central agencies to really drive change, but also make sure that that change is necessary and really well understood by those that are responsible for putting those types of changes in their mandate letters. And I mean, that's really looking to our politicians. So we as citizens need to make sure that we are requiring and requesting of our politicians to make those things a priority, so that we're not always just focusing on delivering flashy new policies and services, but that we're also looking to fix some of the issues that we have already embedded into our departments. I mean, so that's one way that those big enterprise level hurdles need to be addressed. But there are lots of different layers of hurdles, some that are organizational, some that are between people, some that are cultural, and there's many different ways that we can address those. So to employees, I would really encourage employee levels to really figure out that culture, figure out how they can navigate and push the boundaries of the culture so that they're both working within it, but also using the credibility that they gain through working within it to start to push the boundaries and start to make a change, and again, require that change of their leaders in the department. And departmental level hurdles, it is within the department's power to change those. So they need to know what those priorities are from their employees and be able to address them collectively through collaboration, strong communication, and change management. I think this is a really unique problem to government because we do have to continue maintaining citizen-faced services. So, the best or most effective approach in a different type of context would be to possibly stop the machine and really take the time to consider what needs to be done, maybe even starting from scratch, starting a new process, starting a new system. But we don't have that opportunity in delivering government services. People need their passports, they need their employment insurance, etc. I think the best way to tackle hurdles while still delivering is to make sure that we're starting small and around the edges and making incremental change that can slowly come into the middle, into the key program or service that we're delivering. So that's one way where we can make those changes and have some impact. At the same time, sometimes you really do need to really think end to end and completely redesign how a process is delivered. In those cases, it's not going to work to have your same people that are delivering to be the people that are also trying to redesign that process, because they simply can't balance the two. So I suggest in those cases really establishing multidisciplinary teams with different experts across departments to look at re-establishing, re-engineering the process while others are still delivering it. Always making sure that there are lynch points between them so that they're sharing the information and the progress and the plans. And then eventually, hopefully, you can reach such a point that there can be a swap out of the way that the old way was done versus the new way it will be done forevermore. Well, I mean, this is such a wonderful event, the Public Sector Network, such a great way to meet and network with others. And I think it's really an opportunity to build connections with other departments and like-minded individuals in departments that are also trying to drive change. We know that to change a machine as big as ours, we need to have networks, we need to work together, we need to collaborate. And so the best part of an event like this is not only to learn the new ideas, but to meet the people that are in the same type of situation as you and make those connections and bring them back to your home department and drive those connections to achieve something better together.